Okay, so hi, welcome to my channel, and today I would like to talk about buying a used car. A couple years ago, around this time, I bought a used car. It was from a dealership, certified, pre-owned, and thank the Lord, I haven't had any problems. I overall feel pretty good about the situation that I had, other than a couple things that I feel like I could have done differently. Also, the place that I bought the car from. So if you would like to hear more about my experience and how maybe I can make your buying the car experience a little bit easier, stay tuned. Okay, so a couple years ago, I decided I really wanted to buy a pre-owned but also a pretty late model car. I wanted it to be still under warranty. I wanted it to have all the, you know, I don't know, the features of a new car without having to do the fresh on the car lot $20,000 bill. I just couldn't see myself investing that much money into a car that I knew would depreciate over time. So I decided I was going to go with a pre-owned, and I wanted to have a pretty much a brand that I felt like people really considered was reliable. So one day, now granted, I would say number one, listen to people that you know care about you. And when I say listen, I don't mean obviously you can't do everything that people tell you, but just kind of take it in, and even if you don't completely agree with it, listen to their perspective. You know, I didn't have a lot of people saying a lot of different things, but at the same time, I know that there are some people that are in that situation where sometimes advice of others, you may not go completely on it, because let's be honest, everybody has their own way of thinking, so you can't completely go off of someone else's. But just take the time to listen, because there may be one part of that perspective that will help you out, make your life a little easier. So anyway, the first thing that I would recommend people do is do your research. Figure out what car you're looking at. Even if you don't get that car, have what kind of features you're looking for, because sometimes when we just focus on a year, we don't get all that we can have. So if you look at a year, great, but look what features come with that car that you really want. If you really want these features, you see, also let you be great. They don't let you be great. I'm still recording. Oh, so um, the features that you want. You really want to zone in and see what you want in a car. Why am I buying this car? And because you are going to, if you think about it, you are investing your future money into this item. And it depreciates. The more miles you put on it, wear and tear, Lord forbid you get an accident, any of these things can depreciate that value. So you have to think, while you're doing this, is this worth taking 15,000 of my future dollars? So research, because sometimes you can get the same exact car, dealership down the road, 5,000 less, all of this. Why? I don't know. But if you start looking at these kind of things, you can start getting the Carfax. Okay, let me make sure that they didn't have an accident on it. Let me make sure it hasn't been in the flood and now they're trying to say, oh, it's a pre-owned, it's perfectly fine. So, alright, so when you are looking at that, research the car that you want, research other cars, go to different car dealerships. Don't let the one car dealership that you decide to go to, don't let that be the only one in all cases. Sometimes you can go to another one, the same type of car. You can go to Toyota of one city and then go to another Toyota of another city and get more benefits from the other one that's maybe 30 minutes down the road from you. So you kind of got to do your research and really zone in. Look at the market. you know, there's a lot of articles. Now I did do this part. I looked at the articles and saw what time of the month is good, what time of the week is good, when will they be willing to give the best deals. And that's something, especially like if you're not in a specific time that you need to rush and get it. And I don't believe in rushing to get any big ticket item, because sometimes you won't get all you can get. Another thing, when you go into the dealership, you have to be mindful that if you don't come in with your own financing, they will try to run your credit as many times as they have to do to get somebody to say, ding, 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 I will give her this loan. So, that may be 10 hard inquiries on your credit. And if you're somebody like me who works hard, who monitors it, you will see this and you will be very upset. But I can't only be upset with them. I should have went ahead. I'm already with a bank that I know has pretty good interest rates. I already know that I've established credit history with them, paid it off. So I knew in the back of my mind that they would give it to me. I know they would give me the loan. But instead of just going ahead and talking with them and seeing what I can do, I decided to go out there. And so then they hit your credit with all these hard inquiries. And as most of us know, it takes a couple years to get those off, and they can make your score go down. Another thing, whenever you go in and, you know, looking for a car, ask questions about gap insurance. I've known people who ended up totaling a car and had to pay the new car payment and the old car payment because they did not have gap. So I already went in, I want gap insurance. But not every financial institution carries gap insurance. And most of the time, most of them want you to get the car insurance, the gap insurance, when you finance the loan. So, know when you're going in that you want gap insurance. Check with, you know, if you're a part of the credit union, if you're part of, I know there's a lot of banks that are associated with the veterans. Go to them first. Whoever you bank with, talk with them. See if they have the gap insurance, because a lot of times you can get it right into it, and I think mine was like $350. So it's worthwhile, and gap insurance pretty much helps pay off what your insurance wouldn't in case your car gets totaled. So they have a specific definition. You know, you can always Google it, and I may even put a link in it below about it, but definitely look into it. I can't tell you to do it, because, you know, I'm not a financial advisor or anything like that, but it's just something worthwhile. Something I decided, just knowing other people's situation. Gap insurance has helped a lot of people, so I definitely decided to partake in it. I think you know, it's really the first thing, but this is a given. Pray on it. Do not go out of your way to rush and do something like buying a car. You are investing 4, 5, 6 years of your future money into this car. So take your time. Take your time, pray on it. Ask God for guidance. Ask Him to give you the right car, the best car, the one that you can afford. You know, look at your budget. If you're already struggling the way you are, see how now you can go ahead and start changing your habits. If you know you want a car that's going to have a $300 payment a month, how can I make sure that I can do $300 a month and still be okay? And really, the budget is a big thing. Make sure that you can afford it. You know, you do not want to get something, a beautiful car, and then you can't enjoy it because, you know, you can't afford it, you know. And, you know, you don't want to have to, if you can help it, you know, have to do Uber or DoorDash in your new car and put all these miles where we go back to depreciation. So definitely look into it. I don't regret it in no way. No way. Very good decision. I got the car at a great deal. Um, Basically, it actually had gone up in value here recently. So I feel like I made a really good decision, but I thank the Lord for covering me because I did make it pretty quickly. I did pray on it, and I already knew for a couple months before then that I was going to get a car, but I didn't do as much research. Actually going to lots because I probably would have done a little bit more of that, but I really am happy that I did get the car that I did. And I looked at cars for months before all of this happened, so it wasn't like I just jumped into it, but I really could have done a little bit more. But if y'all have any questions, um, any concerns, anything that you would like to share with me, just talk with me. This is just all based on my opinion, my experience. Nothing I'm saying is law, just something to think about. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll bring more videos like this if you like them. Alright, you have a great day.